Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing with you how I draft my busy skirt block and how I make room for the butt to get a perfect fit. I'll be illustrating with these two skirts to show you the difference in fitting and how you can fix this on your pattern. I have pinned together the front and back panel of this first skirt at the hem of the skirt. I have also put a contrasting cloth to show you that the front and the back panels of this skirt are on the same level, meaning that this skirt has no room for the butt. I'll go ahead and put this skirt on. As we all can see, this skirt is not parallel to the floor. It is slightly tilted upwards. Now, if I push it downwards to make it parallel to the floor, the back waistline will be slanted downwards. This is because there is no room for the butt on this skirt. On the second skirt, I have also pinned it together at the hem of the skirt and I've put a contrasting cloth, and as you can see, there's a difference between the front and the back panels, meaning there is room for the butt on this skirt. I'll go ahead and put it on. This skirt sits well on the body, it is parallel to the floor, it is not tilted at the back because there's room for the butt. The waistline of the back and the front are on the same level, it is not slanted, and this is what I'll be sharing with you on how to achieve on your pattern. From my start line, which is also my waistline, I'll go down 9 inches for my hip level and then 20 inches for the length of my skirt, and I'll square out these points. This is my center front line. On the waistline, I will mark 1/4 of my waist measurement plus 1 inch dart. For me is 9 inches. On the hip line, I will mark 1/4 of my hip measurement. For me is 10 inches. And at the hem of the skirt, I will mark 1/4 of my hip measurement minus 1. For me is 9 inches. On the waistline, I will mark half of my bust span, which is 4 inches. I will place ½ inch on both sides of this point for my dart intake, and the length of my front dart is 4 inches. I'll go ahead and connect all these points. So before I cut out my pattern, I will go in and close in my dart. This allows me see how my waistline would turn out and also help prevent any shortage of fabric after sewing close my dart. So I'll hold the dart in place with pins, and on the side seam of the skirt, I will go up by 0.25 inch, and with my curve ruler, I will connect that point back to the center front to get a uniform waistline. Once that is done, I will reconfirm my waist measurement, making sure I have my 8 inches intact. I'll add my seam allowance. With my tracing wheel, I will trace the new waistline on the dart, withdraw my dart legs, and go ahead and cut out my pattern. So this completes our front skirt block. I'll go ahead and label it and we'll move over to the back pattern. I have traced out the front block for the back pattern, and I'm indicating here the zip allowance and the hip line. I traced exactly what I have on the front block, excluding the seam allowance. I traced on the original waistline of the front block, not on the raised 0.25-inch waistline. I also reported the dart points on the front block on the back pattern. The dart length for my back pattern is 5.5 inches. I'll go ahead and connect it to the ½ inch I've already marked on both sides of the line from the front block and draw in my dart legs. On the center back line, I'll go up by 0.75 inch for my butt. Bear in mind that this number can vary depending on your butt size and how protruded it is at the back. For example, my hip measurement is 40 inches, but I do not have a protruded butt. That's why I went up by 0.75. But for someone with the same hip measurement but with a protruded butt, 1 inch will work perfectly for this person. So it all depends on the size. For a small protruded butt, 0.75. For a moderately protruded, 1 inch, and anything above these is between 1.25 and 1.5 inches respectively. Feel free to experiment with your numbers because we are shaped differently. I have closed in my darts just like I did on the front block, and on the waistline of the side seam I went up by 0.25 inch. I will square out this 0.75 inch at the center back line, and with my curve ruler I will connect the 0.25 inch to this 0.75 inch to have a uniform waistline. I will use the curved side of my ruler to blend off any sharp points. I will replace my waist measurement and connect it back into the line. With my tracing wheel, I'll report the new waistline on the dart, add my seam allowance, cut out my pattern and redraw my dart legs. The seam allowance for the waist and the side seam for the front and the back pattern is 0.5 inch. And the seam allowance for the hem of the skirt is 1.5 inches respectively. And this rounds up our basic skirt for the front and the back. If you find this tutorial helpful, please do not forget to like the video, share, comment. Your feedback means a lot to me. Turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out when I upload a new video. Leave all your questions in the comment section, and I'll see you all very soon. Bisous bisous!